Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to narrate PowerPoint using Office 2007. Alright, so to begin, one of the first things I've done was plugged in my USB headset, and I did this before I even opened up my PowerPoint. So right now you see my PowerPoint open, just know that I plugged in my headset first. Then the next thing I did was I went through each of my PowerPoint slides and I wrote down what I planned on saying for each of these slides. And this will provide me a script for hearing impaired so that I can put this on my Blackboard course. And at the same time, I can print out my notes so that I have a reference point when I'm actually narrating. To show you how to print out your notes, then what I'll go ahead and do that now is if you click the Office button at the very top and select Print, the only thing that you're going to have to change on the screen, of course, you're going to select your printer. And when it says print what, there's a little drop down here and you can select slides, and it'll be on slides by default. All I'm going to do is come down here and select notes page. Now instead of clicking OK, because I've already printed my notes out, what I'm going to do is click preview just to kind of show you what prints out. So I have this in my hand right now and it'll give me something to look at when I narrate. So I'm going to go ahead and click close, and we can go into the settings for how we're going to narrate. So to narrate a PowerPoint, what we're going to have to do is click Slideshow at the very top bar, and then we're going to click Record Narration. Now there's going to be a couple of things that we're going to have to do first, and one of the very first things we're going to do is set a microphone level. So I'm going to click on the Set Microphone Level button, and then I'm just going to read this little paragraph here. I am using the Microphone Setup Wizard. It is checking to see whether my microphone is plugged in and working properly. So what you may have noticed is this little slider here has adjusted automatically as I'm talking, and what this is doing is making sure that I get the proper levels so that when a student plays back your presentation, you're not talking too loud or too softly. So once this is done, all you're going to have to do is select OK. The next thing I'm going to do is change the quality. So I'm going to click the Change Quality button. And right now it's on Untitled. The one I would like is going to be Radio Quality. So you're just going to click the drop down and select Radio Quality and then select OK. Alright, and before we go on, the one last tip I have is this little checkbox down here at the bottom which says Link Narrations In. This is very important, so I'm going to say this one twice just to make sure. Do not check Link Narrations In. And so I'm going to repeat it one more time. Do not click on the Link Narrations In. And the reason for this is if that's checked, you're going to have issues when you're uploading your PowerPoint to Blackboard. Alright, so now that that's covered, we can click OK and begin narrating our PowerPoint. Once we do this, it's going to bring up our PowerPoint full screen. So because it's full screen and I'm recording this tutorial, you'll only see about half my PowerPoint right now. So this is going to be my first page. And I'm going to click on to my second. All you have to do to move on is click the screen. And here's where I'm going to be talking about less is more, and I try to limit the amount of text in my PowerPoint slides. And let's say I'm done with this slide, so I'll move on to the next one. I'm going to talk about using images to convey feeling and emotion, support a point I might have. It's going to capture the audience's attention, or at least I'm hoping it will. And it'll help me remember what I'm going to be talking about on this PowerPoint slide. So here she looks very happy. I'm going to go ahead and end this slide though, in this slideshow now by clicking. It's going to let me know it's the end of slideshow, so I'm just going to click to exit, and it's going to ask if you would like to save. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. And so it's now saved all of my voice for this. And I can tell that because I can see the times associated with it, and I can also see right down here in the corner a little stereo icon, and if I double click this, I can blow it up a little bit bigger. You can see the stereo icon here. Now I can also play it back. All I have to do is click the little slideshow button, and now it's playing back to me. So I'm going to click escape. And if I wanted to re-record, all I have to do is click on the slide I want to re-record for, click Record Narration and OK, and I want to do it from the current slide. And I would narrate here saying less is more. That's one sad looking robot. And I'd continue talking about all my different points, and when I'm finished, instead of clicking on the slide, what I'm going to do is just click exit. Now when I click exit, it's going to ask if I would like to save. Again, I'm going to click save. And now you can see the time here has kind of changed, or it should have changed with my new narrations. So once I click save, this concludes narrating my PowerPoints.